It is day 5 of 20 minutes a day, every day for 365 days. Whatever happens, happens. This is unedited, not filtered. So yeah, this is pure us.
Hi.
And today we're staying literally inside of castle walls. Our hotel is inside the castle walls, which I can't believe.
Our daughter's playing in the toilet, so I'm gonna go super.
Well, we think it's the toilet, but we're gonna show you around this hotel, and maybe that will be 20 minutes. We'll find out. And it might get a little dark in there, so I apologize in advance. But to start, there's this little patio here that's super cute, and then in the distance behind, which isn't far, right inside these city walls, the castle walls, is a little spot to eat dinner and or lunch. It's basically like their restaurant. And there's several other rooms next to us and several above us. And you can literally walk around these castle walls. We're in a place called Obidos in Portugal. If you guys don't know, we're traveling through Portugal right now. It is Alex and I's, I think, 13th, 14th country, something like that. And Everly's already 7th, 8th country. But by the time she's 5, we're trying to get her to 10 countries. And right now, since we made that goal, this is country number 2 since we made that goal. Let me show you around the room here. So we have a little bedside table where we're gonna charge our stuff. And then the nice bed here. Little spot to, hold on. Sorry for the interruption, but listen. Do you hear the church bells? Oh, that's so cool. Whoa, I love that. I love when I hear church bells. I find it so nice, so rewarding. But here's the room.
We got here like literally 20 minutes ago.
Little TV, couple lights for, give you a little lighting in the room. I don't know why there's a mirror up there, but, make the room feel bigger, I guess.
I think it makes the room feel bigger. It's a design choice, not for doing your makeup.
And then we have another little bedside table here. Right here's a little table that we could do a little breakfast. There's a fridge, which we were unsure of.
We just finished that house sit that you guys saw us at. So we had some stuff left over in the fridge. I did leave some bits there because there was some fridge stuff that I was like, we're not going to be cooking for the next couple of days, so there's no point bringing it, and we didn't know if we had a fridge. So anyways, we have a couple of bits in there.
This right here is going to be Everly's bed, and we're actually setting up these little, they're basically like bumpers for the bed.
They're called inflatable bed rails.
Yeah, and basically it keeps Everly from falling out, so that way we don't have to have a bassinet or a pack and play. And literally we can take them anywhere. They pack down super small. We'll leave a link in the description for this here if you have any little kids yourself. It's really great. We find it really nice because we are so scared of her falling out of bed because it's happened before, and it's the scariest thing when you hear her yell in the middle of the night. And then here's our bathroom. Everly, what are you doing?
I'm just cleaning this.
Oh, you're cleaning the spoon?
With this.
Like, we know that this is a toilet, but we're pretty sure this might be too. Maybe for, doing number 1 and or cleaning your rear. But Everly seems to be enjoying it for a hand washing station. She said, look, a tiny one. And we have a nice one our size. Hi.
The only thing that makes me okay with that is that this is a very nice hotel, and so I'm sure they cleaned it.
This is like the luxury stay for us. We never really book that expensive hotels, and so this feels like a really expensive hotel, but we got it on points. Look at this beautiful rainfall shower, and also a nice bath with a headrest here. Alex is definitely gonna love this while we're here. And then one of the reasons why we don't really pack a lot of soaps when we travel like this, that right there. Every single hotel, every Airbnb, they all provide that. So it almost doesn't make sense to carry those types of things when you're traveling. And then we have a nice big mirror here, and where all our clothes are gonna go. There's a safe in the corner, a couple drawers.
It's a pretty sweet hotel room.
Pretty sweet spot.
Ooh, you know what I really like? Oh my gosh, did you guys see that chick recently who was cleaning her underwear in the coffee pot in the hotel?
It wasn't this type, though.
It wasn't this.
It's like a Keurig?
Luckily, no, this is just literally a kettle.
No, I'm saying The one that she was cleaning her underwear in, was that like a Keurig style?
Ish, yeah,
like
it was
a
like
puck.
it was like a one, but like I don't know. You know when you rip the coffee open and you put? I think it was more like one of those.
Oh, okay.
But so they just have like a regular kettle, which is so handy because then the thing I hate about those little machines at the hotels, I only drink tea, not coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And if I try to get hot water from one of those coffee machines, it tastes like coffee because they're dirty. They never clean them. Let's be real.
I could see that being a problem for you.
Yeah.
Well, I drink coffee and or tea, so no problem for me. And when I'm at a hotel, I typically almost always drink coffee because that's
Tastes
what,
better than tea.
Yeah.
And usually the tea selection's pretty like womp womp.
which I don't feel like it's been very high level.
We brought our own tea.
We brought our own teas.
That was one of the like funny things that I was like, I'm packing these. We have 2 little mug tea strainers. We never set a timer for this video.
Oh, no, but the good thing is I do have a timer here, so we know we're at about 6 minutes in. Okay. So if you want to start a timer now, that would be great.
Will. But yeah, we brought our little tea strainers and our own loose leaf tea.
Yeah, start a timer for about 13 minutes and 30 seconds starting. Wait for it.
Where's your clock?
It's not on the front. You have to type it in.
Your phone's set up like my phone, Frank.
Do 13:30 starting now.
You got it, babe.
13:30 starting now. Okay. So we're a few minutes in already. I appreciate all you guys coming and all the comments that you guys have had recently. Like, it's overwhelmingly beautiful. And I think I'm going to try to do a comment of the day today. And also, yesterday's video, I did say how I wanted to do a little bit more Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. So I actually have used a little bit of Spanish with Alex, just practicing today, like normal talk. And we've even started practicing a little bit to Everly, so that way maybe she'll learn a couple of the words. We're not forcing her to, but she picks up on words like crazy. Today, I said when we were on the phone with Uncle Kevin, which we met while we were on the road, I said, "You're breaking her heart." And then she goes, "You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart." So she learned a new phrase today, but the fact that she could just pull together sentences like this now is mind-blowing. And also, we now realize that we have to watch what we're saying all the time because she will pick up on it. But yeah, man, I'm super excited to be where we are. Look at this. Beautiful trees. Today has been gorgeous outside. One of the cool things that we did today when we were driving here is we stopped in a little town, like right off the beaten path, and they had a cool little park where we did our first picnic ever with Everly. And we didn't film it. It was just more of like a spur of the moment, hang out with Everly. We gave her our first picnic ever because it was beautiful out, and we ate some food, and it smelled kind of farmy there. And we walked over to the fence, and in the distance I noticed down in the valley there was pigs, sheep, as well as 2 donkeys. I saw the donkeys first, and I showed her the donkeys, and she was so impressed. She was loving it, and it was so cool to see her expression. And she was like, I want my blueberries over here so I could look at the donkeys. And I was like, of course we could do that. And so we brought her over there, and then just across the way from that spot where she was able to have basically a wildlife viewing, there was a park right there, right across the street. So we ran across the park and we played in the park with her. We were actually on the seesaw with her and helping her go down the slide and just all this stuff. And I'm gonna miss these days when they're gone.
Yeah, it's actually been really nice in Portugal. There's parks everywhere.
Let me come to you so that way they could hear you just in case.
I'll
go this way.
Hi. We've been finding a lot of parks here, and like actually spending a fair bit of time at parks. And Portugal seems like a really like family friendly place. Like even in downtown Lisbon or whatever, very parky.
I'm just looking at you.
Yeah, you're goo-goo eyeing me.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's so nice to be out here with you. Seriously.
Are you happy to be out of that like super rural?
I am. I also, I really enjoyed being out there, like the fresh air and just relaxing. What I am happy about is that we're going to be away from the potential ticks.
Whoa.
There was so many ticks out there that every time we would go outside, we would basically
the
find
heebies.
a tick on us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was, none of us got bit by a tick.
Well, and it was funny because the first couple of days we were there, I guess it was pouring rain, and it was kind of cold. So, but so then we're like, oh, it's getting nicer. Like, let's spend more time outside. And then every time we would come in, there would be a tick.
We walked in like a random field that was across the street from the house we were staying at, and literally Everly had 2 ticks on her shirt, and I noticed it, and I right away knocked them off, and then we like got out of there, looked her up and down, looked ourselves up and down, checked everything, no more ticks. But I could just imagine like staying there and then just always being kind of worried about ticks.
Yeah, well, and their cat was so big and fluffy, and I kept being like, I wonder if this cat's on flea tick and heartworm. Because the cat was like super indoor, outdoor, very like independent, which is great.
Basically spent all its time outside.
Yeah, and you didn't have to let it in and out. There was all these different like places where he could just like go and come.
There was also no kitty litter, which I found really cool.
So actually, she was giving me the tour, and I was like, okay. She took me into the basement, and I was like, okay, so the kitty litter's down here? She's like...
Kitty litter? No. The cat uses the bathroom outside. They can literally go out in the rain and use the bathroom out there in the rain. Hey, Everly, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How'd you enjoy your picnic today?
Good.
Oh, yeah? First time, huh? She's very focused right now on washing this spoon and the other spoon.
See, that's the thing. Okay, I don't know how you expect this to not become a toddler sink. Like, they literally sell toddler sinks exactly this size.
Maybe it is a toddler sink.
The Europeans just think of the children when they're designing their bathtubs.
They do think of the children a lot,
She could probably stand here for like an hour playing with this.
Hey, Everly, what did we see when we were at the picnic? What'd you see? Any animals?
Yeah.
Which animals?
And farmers.
Piggies and what?
And I see animals.
Animals? Did you see a donkey?
Yeah.
How many?
2 donkeys.
Right, that's right. And did you see sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how many pigs do you think?
2 pigs.
2 times 2, which is 4, right? She doesn't know multiplication yet. But she's probably going to be playing in this for like the next like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's actually probably going to be hard to go out.
I can't hear you from that, I don't think.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to try to leave the room because she's going to be like, no. Where's the green part?
Plugged in, charging the battery.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you need it for?
My phone's almost dead, so I was
Okay.
just going to...
You could hook up this one.
Yeah, this one's better anyways.
Yeah, there you go.
We brought 2 European charger Maduma things.
Wrong one.
Yep.
You gotta press the side button.
Yep.
Press that in. Now release it.
Yep. Got it.
I'm the tech guy in the family.
Where's
There's a charger right here for it.
sick?
Yep. And like not only, this is what I wanted to say. We made a packing video on F&A Life about how you should pack for Europe or Portugal. I gotta tell you guys, having one suitcase is absolutely crucial if you're gonna spend as much time as we are here and also moving around as much as we are here, because the hills here are crazy. The different parking lots are a lot of rock, so pulling a suitcase is not easy. Up hills, through cobblestone, and then when it rains and it gets wet, it's even crazier because you're not gonna have the opportunity to like walk without slipping. The cobblestone gets so slippery, so it's very crucial to have one bag. If you could just have this.
Well, that's why a lot of people just do like carry-on or just do like backpacking bags. The only problem with the backpacking bag is that it's really heavy to have on your back all the time. And then you can't make your husband carry it.
Well, the thing too is that like for us at least, we have a lot of camera equipment and computers and stuff like that we bring along. Where if you're coming on vacation, you don't do what we do, you don't have to bring any of that stuff. So you could pack even lighter than we did. So I just gotta say, like, you have to do that. And I do want to talk a little bit about what I talked about yesterday with my family life. That was pretty exposing of my life, and it was good to talk about it. I had a great childhood. Don't feel bad for me because my childhood shaped who I am today. And I just want you to know, like, I'm good, okay? Because I know that what I said could be traumatizing to a lot of people if they went through that situation, but like, I feel good. I'm in a great place in my life. And I always had a positive outlook, I think, because of the way that I grew up and the things that we had to go through as kids. And for whatever reason, I always say I took my mom's view on life, and that was like, everything has a silver lining. So it taught me a lot. I moved to a new place. I moved to Florida at that point and met a whole new group of friends. And I was really fortunate being able to live there. And life wasn't necessarily the same as it was in Brooklyn, but change is good, you know? It's how you deal with the change that matters. So life is always changing. There's something new happening that you might not love, but your attitude is what really matters on getting through it.
I also think you and your two siblings, so all three of them, have turned out very good. I mean, obviously I married one of them, right? Yeah. But like, nobody has substance abuse issues. Nobody has like violent anger issues or like deep depressions or like, you know, like so many of these conditions that could come from having a traumatic childhood. And I think it's because even though there was crazy stuff going on, and like some of the stories that you've told me over the years are just like, whoa. But there was also a lot of love. Yeah, there was. And I think that because there was so much love still, that some of the, you know, the effects of the bad stuff. Potentially it all worked out because of that? I don't know what the answer is, but you've all turned out like very well adjusted. Thank you, appreciate that. And I'm sure that my brother and sister would also appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. We try to be good humans and be good people and do our best and, don't let life get us down too much because we saw the effects of what could happen if you did, Remember what Dr. Blackburn told you? Yeah, Dr. Blackburn actually, which is, probably don't need to release that information, but now it's out there, is the doctor, my family doctor. And when I went and seen her, she actually said, kids who go through the experience that you went through in life early on actually have a much higher chance of having heart disease later on in life. And I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I had no idea that trauma as a child could lead to a significant increase in, later in life having some type of problem. You have 2 minutes left, so if you want to do the comment of the day. Okay. Comment of the day. Let's see. Let's read through this real quick. There's too much water. Oh, I am trying to set up how we're going to do the fundraisers for charity. I'm looking through it so we could set it up properly. That way people could start to donate soon, and that way we can have something to be able to go out to charity this month. And you know what? If I don't, I'm probably just going to donate myself so that way something goes to charity this month, even though made absolutely nothing off this channel. So yeah, that at least somebody's able to give, and if that's me, I don't mind. Let me look through these real quick. If you guys have any suggestions on how Frankie could take donations, I said if you have suggestions on how Frankie could start taking donations now, like, I don't know if he'll GoFundMe or like we've been looking at these other really big like charity channels and like seeing how they're doing it, but then haven't found something that would actually work for like this. How it would work properly, I guess, right? Right here we have Lush Traveler. I love your idea of giving to different causes. I'm looking forward to seeing Portugal through your eyes. That house is huge. It was huge. Your bathing suit short video was the first thing on my Facebook page again this morning, so I just watched it again. I think it's hilarious. I hope you have a great time today, and I'll see you tomorrow. I absolutely am so thankful for you guys joining in and checking this out, and I'm going to share a new comment tomorrow in the next video. This was day 5. We're going to go on to day 6 tomorrow. I can't believe it's already almost a week of doing this. And yeah, I'm loving it. It's really allowing me to have a lot of clarity. You are helping me. And it's crazy to think, because I'm the one making the video. And it's crazy to think that I'm helping you. I can tell by the comments I'm getting that I'm helping you. Ooh, pardon me. So that's super cool.
I don't know if I have much else to say,
Come
But-
have a sandwich with us.
but I'm very thankful for you guys.
Come, Dad. Is this your sandwich?
Can I have some of that sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're gonna share with me? I have such a wonderful family and I'm so thankful for them. And I think that every day that I do this, I'll become just a little bit more thankful every day. What do you think, babe?
I think you're already a really thankful person, and more is always better. This is left over from the picnic.
I get the bit one. It looks like a donut.
Does it?
It did until I bit it. Good.
All right, what are we gonna do this afternoon?
We're gonna have to go explore this castle a bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a big walk. Oh, you're already over by 40 seconds,
Oh.
Frank.
It's been 20 minutes, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.